Hello everyone. May it be beyond me to talk about another storm system later next week while we have one coming in the beginning of the week, but I'm going to anyway because this system next week really impresses me. It looks like a near miss right now, but you know, it's 7 days out so things can change, but we're going to talk about this because it's a lot different than the system that we're going to be getting on Monday. Alright, so what happens here is our system moves out Tuesday. This is the GFS, by the way. Let's watch our wind map. And on Tuesday, first I just want to reiterate that throughout the middle of the week, there's going to be a cold air mass over that entire area, an Arctic air mass. So there's going to be a lot of cold air. There's going to be a strong area of high pressure setting up over there, and it's going to dominate the weather. It's going to be nice and calm here, at least through Thursday. You're going to have very cold air. And then underneath here, you have the warm air mass. So you still have a boundary here between cold and warm air. So if energy comes into this area, storms are going to try to form. And that's what's going to happen later in the week. So you have this piece of energy that's going to be coming in. And it's not strong yet. You know, it's not strong. And you're going to have low pressure forming in the Gulf of Mexico. And that's going to move up this way through the middle of the week as well. So watch this piece of energy in California as it moves east. So it's going to continue to move east. And then you have another disturbance here that's going to play a role with this disturbance. And there's another one that's going to come up here. So there's a lot of energy that's going to be along in the southern jet stream here. Alright, so it's all going to move east. Alright, and now your low pressure from Gulf of Mexico is here, and you have this piece of energy here, and you have the baroclinic zone over here. These two pieces of energy are going to phase. And bam, they phase, and now you have a storm forming. So look at that. It really strengthens up here. Look at that. Well, look at all that energy. Look at all that red. And it's neutrally tilted, so it's going to be taking in moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. Look at that. It's like a classic cyclone. So the southeast is going to get heavy rain from this. Probably some thunderstorms too. And then look, so we are at Friday right now. So now this system is going to move up the coast. Alright, so watch. It's also tilted in a way that it's going to be absorbing moisture from the Atlantic. Alright, so now here's my question. On Friday, we have another short wave that's going to be coming through from the west. And then you have this system that's supposed to move up the coast. I have a feeling that this system, as it moves east, is going to try to push this one out to sea. That's what it looks like anyway. Sorry, we were over here. This is where we were. So let's watch. So that system moves east. The big coastal storm, if it comes close enough, that's what it would be. It would be a coastal storm, continues to move up. And it passes just east of Long Island. I want to reiterate that my forecasts focus on New York City and Long Island, so that's where I'm going to focus here. So this is the last run of the GFS here that we have. This is early on Saturday. The short wave coming through is going to push the really strong low pressure area out to sea. So that's what it looks like right now. And there's one more thing that I want to look at, the low pressure map. So again, you have this area of high pressure that's going to be dominating, and that's going to move east later in the week. It's going to move away from the area. So watch, you have the storm over Florida right now, and then it combines into one low pressure there. Your high pressure has moved off the coast. And this also means that your cold air mass is going to be leaving with the high pressure. So the warm air mass that was going to be really far down south in the beginning of the week is going to follow this storm up the coast. Now watch something. Another thing is when you have a low pressure system over the ocean like this is going to be, they typically strengthen because you're going to have this low is going to be taking in tons of moisture from the Atlantic Ocean. And it's still going to be there's still going to be a boundary here that's going to be moving upward with the low. So there's going to be a temperature contrast still. And that's going to really strengthen it. So two things are strengthening it. The temperature contrast and the warm ocean water that it's going to be absorbing. So there's going to be a ton of moisture associated with this. Alright, there it is. Now millibars, the 1004 millibars. As that number decreases, that means the low is strengthening. So watch what's going to happen as it moves up. 1004, now we're down to 996, 988, and it looks like 988 here, but if you look, there's another isobar around the low, so that's probably like 984. So look at that. That's a rapid intensification as it moves up the coast. And that's what we call bomb cyclogenesis or bombogenesis, when the central pressure of a low drops 24 millibars in 24 hours. So it looks like a near miss right now, as you saw on the wind map, and it looks to be too far away, because what tends to happen as a low like that strengthens, your precipitation coverage. I'll show you on this map. Actually, you know what? Before I explain, I'll just show you on this map. So there's your precipitation. That's early Friday. It's pretty heavy. And so most of the middle East Coast and southern East Coast are gonna see heavy precipitation, whether it be in the form of rain or snow. I don't know. It's too early to tell. But what's gonna happen is as the low strengthens, this precipitation is going to decrease in coverage, but it's going to increase in intensity. It's going to become heavier. What happens is, since the low is going to be like a really strong cyclone, that precipitation is going to start to wrap around it, the heaviest of it. So watch, you have the precipitation there, the heaviest of it is right around the low. The low is right around here. And the GFS has most of the precipitation for us staying offshore. And then again, this is the other short wave that's going to be moving through, coming from the jet stream. So I have a feeling that's going to push this storm out to sea. And so that's just something you got to watch. So what do I think the possibilities are with this system? Oh, and by the way, I don't really need to show you the European, because the European model is showing... Actually, the European model shows it going further east. It shows it going all the way out. It shows it really close. And then... Actually, you know what? I probably should show you that. Let's just go straight to Friday. Actually, let's go to Saturday. Alright, so on Friday, your low pressure is right here, and that's going to move up. Now on Saturday, the European has that shortwave I was talking about pushed that east, so it can't keep going northeast. Look how far east that is. It goes from here to there, and then it goes there. So from here to there, and then it just like starts going east, because I told you on the GFS you had that other system pushing through. So what do I think the scenarios are with this? Either it goes out to sea and misses us. That's number one. Number two, it comes close enough to brush us with some light rain or snow. That seems to be the most likely solution right now, but again, it's still 7 days out. Number three, if that short wave coming through on Friday doesn't come through quick enough, or if it's weaker, and this strong coastal storm has room to come up the coast and come really close, it would bring us a significant precipitation event. And there's warm air going to be moving up the coast. So there's two scenarios for significant precip. Either it's our next heavy snowstorm Thursday night into Friday morning and changes over to rain Friday afternoon, like the Valentine's Day storm. Or if the precipitation holds off until Friday during the day, we would get a heavy rain event, which could bring us 1 to 2 inches of rain. So, something to watch. So don't get it into your heads that we're going to have a major storm next week. We're probably not, but I think this is something you got to watch. Because coastal storms have the potential to be really big producers. Monday's storm is not a coastal storm. It just happens that all the ingredients are coming together for heavy snow. But it's like, that's a very fragile situation. If this low comes close enough, it's definite that there's going to be heavy precipitation. Because you're going to get a lot of moisture from the Atlantic. And this low is rapidly strengthening. Alright, so we'll have another update on that as the week progresses. But let's get back to focusing on our main Monday storm. Thank you for watching.